Peter, come check this out.
What is it?
It's an officer.
An officer? Oh, I don't like the looks of that.
War?
Germany declared war on Russia.
What does this mean for us? Are Germans living in Russia?
We speak German and are culturally German, but we are technically Russians. Unfortunately, this also means that Paul and Peter have to go do their drafts.
You can't be serious, Papa. We are Mennonites. We don't fight. They can't just force us to go against our beliefs.
Jesse, you're right. Technically, we're not fighting. But remember, we have been granted special exemptions as long as we do our 4-year forestry service.
It's still not fair. This is because of the war that we have no business in that makes you have to go. Your forestry service aids in fighting, and we don't fight.
Jesse, we need to remember that us doing non-combative service was a gift from God. Don't you remember us telling you the stories? Tsar Alexander II's government almost took away our exemptions until God gave us a miracle of a compromise so we can continue to live our way of life. Yes, we may not always like or even agree with the gifts God has given us, but we need to be compliant and do it if we don't want the possibility of our exemptions being taken away again.
The Tsar only changed his mind after a bunch of our people left for America. Maybe we should just do the same.
Well, that's not a possibility.
Why not?
Do you think the Tsar wants people to leave his country right now? Not only that, but if we're at war, leaving our country would put us in danger, Jesse. Should I remind everyone that if Germany was the one to declare war, and we identify with having a German culture, that it would not be hard to assume that many countries would not want Germans. They'd fear we are spies. God calls us to respect our leaders, especially when they have given us a gift of compromise. Paul and Peter will be safe, and then, as you and Amos do become of age, you will do your service, and then they will never ask you again if we ever go back to war.
I still don't like it, but you're right, Mama.
Will we ever see Paul and Peter again?
You'll see us again. We can't plant trees in the winter. And we'll send lots of letters.
You know what would be a nice thing to do?
What's that?
Before Paul and Peter have to go, we should take a family photo. That way the younger children can always look at their brothers until they come back home.
Now, everybody look here and keep as still as possible. Children, remember to look at the lens in the box.
Spasiba. Hey, Catherine, is it okay if I go read this letter?
Yeah, I suppose so.
Salutations. As I write this to you, it is still springtime. I thank God that doing this work isn't as bad as I thought it would be. It is a bit like farming. There are jobs you like, and jobs you don't like. And sometimes nature plays against you. Once the snow is gone, we will be able to add more jobs to our list, especially pest control. It's a nice change of pace from planting trees and controlling vegetation. It is also good to work with a good crew of men. When we're not exhausted from work, we enjoy music from the various bands. Those nights are filled with joyful music and boisterous singing. I wanted to write specifically to you because we have become dear friends in the last few years, and I didn't want to forget that it had been 5 years since your dear mama passed away. Please pass on my condolences to Mr. Schmidt, Catherine, Elizabeth, and Junior for me. I wanted to mention, I got a letter from my mother and she informed me that you went to work for her for a month. With the amount of boys she has in our home, I don't know how she kept the home on her own for this long. She really appreciated your help. I hope my brothers were nice to you, but knowing you, I can imagine you whipped them into shape. And I can imagine my sisters loved having you around. You've always been so good around kids. I hope your stepmother is doing well with her pregnancy. I also continue to pray that step-siblings are treating you and your sisters well. I continue to pray for you as you think about Anna. I look forward to communing with everybody at number 10 again in winter, and I pray for good crops. Pray for Amos as he joins us soon. In good faith, Peter Braun.
What is it, Mary?
Who's the letters from?
My friend Peter.
Is Peter a boy?
Yo, Peter is a boy.
Are you gonna marry Peter?
What? Nah. We're just friends.
Mary, you don't need to ask those questions.
Sorry, Mommy.
Come, Mary. Supper is almost ready.
Okay.
Marta, sorry if Mary made you feel uncomfortable.
It's alright, Gertrude. She's just curious. I remember being her age.
Good. Anyways, Catherine will be finishing up soon, if you don't mind going back to help.
Oh, yo, right away.
Now, who could that be?
Chutzpadola.
Oh my gosh,
You're
you guys
back.
are back.
Am I dreaming?
Boys!
How have you guys
Oh,
been?
it's so good to see you, but what are you doing here? Aren't you supposed to be doing your time?
We can't.
We got sent home.
But why?
We're not needed anymore.
So the war is over? No, but nobody wants to fight anymore, so they just let us go home.
And I think it's just in time for somebody's silver anniversary.
Welcome home, boys.
May I come sit with you three?
I suppose.
Peter, I need to ask you a question.
Go for it, Lizzie.
So, why exactly were you, Amos, and Paul sent home? Yeah, we're a bit confused as to why the government would send you guys home before finishing your 4 years.
It's a little confusing. But I think it has something to do with the whole February mutiny.
Oh?
Since we're not technically military, we don't know the full story. But from what rumors I've heard, after the Tsar's abdication with the government formed after it, morale within the army has been so low that soldiers are refusing to fight, and anti-government protests have been all over Petrograd. So even though we're still at war with Germany, we're not really fighting them anymore, and we got sent home as other soldiers are being sent home.
Goodness, Russia seems to be falling apart.
Not to mention, the Bolsheviks want to change everything up.
All we can do at this time is trust that God has it under control.
Argums. I have gathered you all here tonight due to some news from the government. As you may have heard, the Winter Palace was captured in Petrograd a few days ago. The Red Army has begun to engage in battles against the White Army. It is with great sorrow to announce that all men who has not completed their 4 years of service is now obligated to conscript into non-competitive military roles such as administration, secretary, and medic.
This is dämlich!
Jesse!
I do not agree with this degree either. However, the Russian military will go to great lengths to enforce that all Mennonite men finish their time. They will be coming up to all the other colonies and us to round up all the men. I suggest you pick which side you want to be on. And they'll come to recruit you soon. All I can say is that if you choose to fight with the White Army, then, unfortunately, you will not be permitted to contact any family members, so you don't jeopardize their safety.